Every single raindrop that falls from the sky relieves the parched ground. What if every single one of us was a raindrop?
The Americanization of Raindrop, Prince Harry, is complete. From his words to his wardrobe, the prince is succumbing to what shall henceforth be known as the reverse Madonna. Harry seems to be deconstructing, going from a British prince to an American nobody. It's said another way here. Prince Harry makes climate plea. What if every one of us was a raindrop? And you see Greta Thunberg here. He's gone full Greta Thunberg, full wokeness. Okay, Prince Harry tells everyone to imagine being a raindrop. The two things that strike me is he's so woke now. And when he talked about Archie, the moment you become a father, everything changes. He's afraid that his son is going to inherit a world on fire.
The moment you become a father, everything really does change, because then you start to realize, well, what is the point in bringing a new person into this world when they get to your age and it's on fire?
This is the preaching of the no children diatribe, but only for the West. Okay, no children. And what is the result of this? And I remember this when I was a child, and I'm now 56 years old. Okay, they keep telling us that in 10 years, the world is going to end. We're past the tipping point, and the world is just going to be on fire, and it's going to end, and we shouldn't bring children into this world because it's cruel. This is nonsense. Okay, I've been hearing this my whole life, and it's not happening. And they're still preaching it, this environmental terrorism. And the result is, in the West, among the first world nations, in Europe and the United States and Canada and Australia, we have the lowest marriage and birth rates in recorded history.
Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royal tea. You know how when it gets so cold, the skin can crack and stuff. There was a cold snap here last week, which is pretty much the whole continent, but it was cold enough here that it was like flurrying, like all day, snow flurries all day. And anyway, my skin cracked, and don't you hate that? Anyway, has Harry gone the full Greta Thunberg? Because I don't know, he's just so woke. And he talks a lot about Archie, that environmental terrorism stuff, how he doesn't want Archie to grow up in a world on fire. Gosh, I remember that stuff when I was a boy, and I'm older than Harry. So we can't see Harry's face. We can't see Archie's face. This is a beautiful picture of Archie. Doesn't Archie look happy here? And Meghan is so attentive, looking at, I don't know, her shoes. And remember this picture? This is precocious Archie, taking over. And they deleted this Christmas photo because everybody's like, yeah, that's Photoshop. She's too clear. He's too clear. Harry is fading into the background. Weird. It's weird how that picture tells you everything that's going on. That Christmas picture, Harry's fading into the background. He's a non-person now. He went from a Prince of England to being a non-person. So let's take a look at some of these things. Has Harry been completely Americanized? Is he a completely woke Californian now, or is there a little bit of Harry left? Is he holding back just a little bit? Like, I remember how good it used to be when I was a prince back in England. What am I doing here? So what, the weather's nice. You're basically tripping over homeless people and drug addicts and crime everywhere you go in California, because it's such a democratic heaven there. That's what happens when the Democrats have a supermajority. Has Harry been completely Americanized? Is he a completely woke Californian? That's interesting. Let's see if there's anything of the regular Harry left. Okay, cross, spine. This is like a person. Cross is like a person. Head, feet, two hands. Incubus, succubus, and fox. Fox is clever, calculating, and business. 13 and 12, 25, 7 hearts. This direction has been chosen as a business. This is a persona that he's putting on. He doesn't like it. This says he doesn't like it, or it's bad for him, or it's being imposed on him. This doesn't exactly say imposed, but this 6 spades, 6 is our relationship. 6 spades is a bad relationship. He has a bad relationship with this structure, this calculated, this business structure that he's building. I would agree with that. This is not Harry. Okay, Greta Thunberg is not Harry. Meghan Markle is not Harry. Harry is Harry. Harry is just a genuine, nice guy. Okay, and that's not what he is anymore. He's wearing a fake halo, and he's moralizing and preaching at everybody. And that's not Harry. Because Harry's the guy who goes out and gets drunk and plays naked billiards. That's Harry. Okay, and people forgive him because, he's just Harry. You know, and there is nothing wrong with that. You know, I mean, he's just cutting loose, man. So he has a bad relationship with this new image, definitely. I'm not sure if this is telling us more. He's definitely having a bad relationship with this new image. So foundation and money, decisions, going this way or that way at the crossroads, big change, brand new, and it's not really working. Yeah, so this is not really working for him. He's making a fresh start, but it's not really working. 7, 8, 9, 3 hearts, virtue signaling. Yeah. So is he a completely woke Californian, or is there any of the old Harry left? Well, 7 is very solid. These are very solid cards. This is very new, very tentative, big change, not really working. This can also say in the near future, he's going to give up on this wokeness. Okay, we have 2 5s. So he's putting on this persona. The real Harry's still under there. There's definitely a real Harry still under there. It's really fresh, really brand new. You know, a small gust of wind could shift his course at this point. I think he's not really into it. Harry was referencing his relationship with Archie. Like, you know, the old environmental terrorism. But the moment you become a father, everything really does change, says Harry, because then you start to realize, well, what's the point in bringing a new person into the world when they get to your age and the world is on fire? Yeah, I heard that one before. That's the poison they were feeding into my mind when I was a child. And this girl right here is scaring the crap out of the kids. And just the other day, I heard her, because she says, "How dare you?" And everybody uses that. I use it sometimes in my videos. She's saying, "Don't make Greta a meme," which is exactly what she's becoming. Because there's no substance to Greta. And then she went and said, "How dare you?" And everybody just loves to play that clip. I mean, who doesn't love that clip? So she's becoming a meme because there's nothing back there. It's just pure emotionality. So let's look at Harry and Archie. What is Harry's relationship with Archie? Because I don't believe Archie's there. Let's see if he's interacting with Archie. Let's see. Let's see what the cards want to tell us. Harry. Archie. All right, so what do we got with Harry and Archie? Family member, ongoing, and water into wine. 11 and 8, 19, 5 clubs, 5 diamonds. Star of Bethlehem, in the future, They're going to be a family. 11, they want to be a family. What do we have over here with Archie? Archie, Angel is a little child. Son, he's far away. Archie is far away. And this is a big deal, 22, with other people. Archie is far away being taken care of by other people. Harry really wants to be a father. Eight of Hearts is a deception card. Water is not wine. So this is a great deception card. So it's an ongoing deception about the family. Yeah, and he's at the crossroads. Archie is somewhere else. But what I think is happening is Meghan is feeding Harry this. She's telling him, we're going to get Archie. We're going to get him back. And you're a dad, and it's really important, and I really need you, and I don't know what I would do without you, blah, 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 until I throw you away and steal everything you have. Which she's just about taken everything he's had. And if they take the titles away in March, that's it. Harry's done. So I don't know how they do this, because I want Harry to go back to the royal family, and I want Meghan to go on and do what Meghan wants to do as Meghan. Okay? So I don't know how they take, maybe they can just, they already forbid them to use their titles, and yet they keep using them. Meghan just put out that article about her miscarriage, and it was Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. Is that not using your title? So it's all they do. Their only claim to fame is as royals. So that has to stop, and I believe it's going to stop in March. I hope that Harry is not stripped of his title. I just don't know how they're going to handle this. They really better put their heads together and really think it through very carefully. So, but Archie's far away. Harry is longing to be part of this family, but it's all a deception. And I just think Meghan is feeding him, lines that, eventually we're going to be a family again. So he's launching this water bear environmental thingy. How successful will this be? Because of these lockdowns where there's a 0.03% chance that you could actually die of this disease going around, which everybody, a lot of people get it. I got it. Everybody's getting it. And some people actually die from it. But it's very small percentage. I think much less chance of dying from the Wu flu than just the regular flu or anything else, basically. So he's launching this water bears. How successful will this be? Because the economies of the world are crashing. I think pretty much only in the West. We don't hear about locking down in the other countries. I'm not hearing about this. I did hear about something in India. They were locking down in India. But I mean, how can this thing be successful when all the businesses are going bankrupt, all the people are unemployed? Soon we're going to have bread lines because there's 0.03% chance that you could actually die from exposure to this bug. How successful will this be? Because this strikes me as almost like Travelist. Travelist just came out at the exact wrong time, revolutionizing travel and making it more eco-friendly. Well, that sounds like a really nice idea for somebody who's super rich and flies on private planes. But for normal people who very rarely travel, you just want the best ticket. You want to get there safely. I mean, when's the last time I've been on a plane? I used to fly on planes a lot. I haven't flown on a plane now for some time, at least 5 years. How successful will this be? Butterfly is very public, very light. 7 spades, many hands, 13, 4 hearts. Where's the money, honey? Where's the money? Very public or very light. This is not a successful spread, not on the surface. What's underneath? opportunistic. If you blink, you miss the four-leaf clover. Reacting to circumstances, very timely, very topical for the world. 12 and 5, 17, 5 hearts. It's just like they're going to have to make some changes to it. They're going to have to be really flexible. Yo, 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 now we're doing this. Yo, 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 now we're doing that. That's how it's going to be. The current iteration of what's happening here, I don't see any success. I don't see dramatic failure, but there's a lot of hidden problems. And Butterfly is incredibly light, is not a good success card. They're going to really have to, it's a transformation card. They're going to have to go through the veil and transform it to make it successful. It's nowhere near where it needs to end up to be a going concern. Okay, so, and part of that just may be timing. The economies, except for the really big businesses, Amazon, what else? Walmart, the really, really mega businesses, everybody's going broke. So where are you going to get any money for people to buy your product because everybody's going broke? They're pushing us into the Great Depression. So will Harry be advised to appear with Meghan? Okay, there was a huge Remembrance Day disaster. Harry appeared with Meghan, and they were looking very sad, and this was just all Meghan all the time. They brought their own photographer, and they walked around the headstones and everybody hated it. It was a big fiasco. So Harry appears alone. He's looking more relaxed. He's looking more like Harry. He's acting more like Harry. When he's with Meghan, he looks sour. He looks controlled. He looks very unhappy. He looks more like Harry. He sounds more like Harry. Is Harry being advised to appear with Meghan, to appear solo much more often? Because I think he presents a lot better. So is that what the new advisors, the new PR people are telling Harry? Ooh, devil. Oh my. We're going to throw that down too. All right. So is Harry being advised to appear alone? Devil and Straight Razor just, oh man. 24, 25. Yeah, basically on the surface, his image is terrible. It couldn't be worse. He's bedeviled and he's hurting his image over and over and over. He's doing things that are hurting his image. And no card, the worst card in the deck is the Devil. Okay, the worst outcome is 10 spades. The worst card in the deck is the Jack of Spades, the Devil. So his PR is recognizing that his image is just absolutely in the toilet, and they need to change it. It couldn't be worse. I agree. Woke Harry is a disaster. With Meghan, woke Harry is a disaster. Mercury, electronic communication, lovers and Mother Earth. I think he's getting back to his base. King of Hearts and 6 Hearts. There are a lot of Prince Harry fans. I'm a Prince Harry fan. Okay, and there are also Meghan Markle's fans, but Meghan Markle fans are not Prince Harry fans. They're not the same people. Harry and Meghan are like oil and water PR-wise, and I think they're like oil and water for a marriage. They're so different people. The people who love Meghan, they'll tolerate Harry. The people who love Harry, they'll tolerate Meghan because of Harry. But the lovers of Meghan don't love Harry, and the lovers of Harry don't love Meghan. The fan base is completely different. And we're only tolerating them together because they're married. And everybody's like, please, 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 when are you going to divorce? When are you going to split up so we can love Harry again and love Meghan separately? So Harry's being told to appeal to his base, the lovers of Harry, and people who've stuck by Harry in his environment. I think he's going to appear alone much more frequently because his image is absolutely in the toilet. So that's a yes. we're going to see a lot more of single Harry appearing, because it's just not working out to have Meghan around, to have Meghan on his side, because Harry doesn't present well when Meghan is sitting next to him, and he presents better on his own. So let's review here. Has Harry been completely Americanized, completely wokenized, or is Harry still in there? Yeah, Harry's still in there. This wokeness is still very new for him, and I think it's just not gonna work out. Soon he's gonna finally decide, wow, this wokeness just doesn't really work out. I think I'm gonna go out on the town, get really drunk, and be seen with some hot girls who are unbuttoned down to their belly buttons, and I don't know, and get a can of red paint and paint the town a little bit. Harry and Archie, how is Harry's relationship with Archie? Archie's not with them. And I think he's holding out hope that that they'll all be a family. And I think that's the castor oil that she's feeding Harry every day, all the time. We're going to get Archie, and we're all going to be a family, and I can't do this without you, and I really need you, and I really love you, and you're my whole world, Harry, even though I never touch you anymore. My hands are never on you, and it's just completely different. It's exactly like what happened with her previous husband, Trevor. She was all over him, and then as soon as she got that job in Canada and he's in LA, she's not touching him anymore. When she has time to take vacation, she's not going back to LA. She's saying, don't come up. That's what's happening to Harry. Okay, don't marry a runner. Don't marry a runner because she's going to run. Okay, launching Water Bear. Is this going to be a resounding success? I do not see resounding success here. I see that they're going to have to change, and keep transforming their model of what they're doing to become successful. Is Harry being advised to appear separately without Meghan? Absolutely. His image cannot be worse. This actually looks to me like the low point in Harry's image. Think about that. Naked billiards, wearing a Nazi uniform. That's not the low point. This is the low point. This is the low point. How interesting is that? Harry's reaching rock bottom for his image, certainly. And they're advising him, wow, you really need to turn this around. And you need to appeal to your base, Harry, because you do have a base. You have a base of support and supporters, and people who just love Harry. So be Harry. And you're not Harry when Meghan is sitting beside you, for whatever reason. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the folks who support me. And please feel free to like, share, subscribe.